FIAP as an organization that is implementing the A-TIPSOM project, which is funded by EU, count it very important to train its beneficiaries. Training, as we all know, is an opportunity to strengthen one's skill and to add new ones. So for our beneficiaries, we need to build their capacity in order for them to be ahead of the traffickers. The traffickers every now and then are having new schemes of tricking and deceiving unsuspecting victims.
FIAP has done well with the agency in the area of training its officers in social behavioral change, and a lot needs to be done more. We have adopted a scientific approach of ensuring that we get our communication strategies well, and then we also ensure that it is evidence-based in the sense that once we do that, we now try to ensure that we diagnose the problem well so that we can know how to tackle it right from the root causes of the problem and all that. And then I also know that there is also some theoretical framework that has to do with communication strategy. The theoretical framework has to do with behavioral analysis, psychosocial learning support, diffusion and innovation, and then social behavioral change. These are humongous areas of study.
FIAP, through the component 1 of the project, actually gave us a training on the use of specialized research and data analysis tool. We were trained on how to make use of our package, which has to do with how do we get a reliable analysis which will inform better policy formulation and decision making. The intelligence equipment donated by FIAP has improved our response time in intelligence gathering, analysis, and dissemination of information as relates to human trafficking and associated crime. The equipment did not only expose our officers to use of latest intelligence devices, it has also improved and developed our capacity in the use of modern intelligence.
That kind of training gave us a kind of sense of belonging and sense of responsibility to all national executives, and then who went back to step down the training. For example, with the training, we were able to establish contacts with the West Africa itself, Association of the Deaf. And this helped us to pick and return home 2 deaf persons who were trafficked to Ghana and Cameroon. That is a positive impact this kind of training gives.
With the training, I was made to understand what the survivors go through. I was made to see them as survivors, unlike seeing them as victims. I got to understand that sometimes I can actually give up on some stories to ensure that I help them grow, because I realized that they go through more than we understand. Formerly, whenever survivors are brought back into the country, we are always so eager to ensure that we get their faces, we blast them all over the front page and everything, and whoever gets it feels like the best reporter that day.
The training has already blended our people to know what to do immediately. And also the collaboration between us and other partners. The training has also enhanced us, and we know how we work with immigration, we work with NAPTIP, and Nigerian police work with all other agencies in the course of this fight for ATIPSOM.
Besides that, the ATIPSOM has been able to, through their various interventions, set up a standing committee comprising of 5 representatives from 3 different agencies, the Nigerian Immigration Service, NAPTIP, and the Nigerian Police Force. Within this standing committee, is to have a rotational leadership, and this is aimed at working together and synergizing, and it's going to be on a joint investigation, intelligence and operational terms, JIT. And so when we come together like this to do investigation, a joint investigation, and collaborate together, it is a way to see that the job is done the way it should be done.
The actors under this, under NACTAL have been well trained, and capacity gaps were identified. That ATIPSOM has helped us extensively. Another thing is the refurbishment of NACTAL shelters across the 6 geopolitical zones. It was a very big one. The survivors, the victims, they were so excited, seeing new beds, beddings, cooking utensils, items of furniture. Another thing is the regional level. At the regional level, the ATIPSOM has helped us launch WACTISM. When other countries came to Nigeria and they learned and saw what we were doing, this is courtesy of ATIPSOM. And another one is repatriation of traffic victims that was done with ATIPSOM, NACTAL and NAPTIP. Most of the survivors have been reintegrated into their various communities. I think ATIPSOM Nigeria bringing us together in the last outing we had in Kefi, it was like an AGM for us. For us, ATIPSOM have come to raise the bar for